Hey, I'm talking to you about setting up GetSalesFox settings. So before you do any of this campaign stuff, you have to set up this initial stuff. It's only one time, obviously, because we need to know when how to send your stuff, right? So this is the first stuff. So if you go to settings, there's three prominent buttons, right? The first one is time zone, the most easiest one. I already set up mine, so you can just set up your time zone because we need to know when exactly you want us to send your stuff. So there's a lot of case studies out there that say you should send your emails at like 9 a.m., 7 a.m., weekends, weekdays. I mean, whatever the case might be, you shouldn't listen to them because I've never found two companies, to be honest with you, even two campaigns within a company that have the same behavior. So there's so many depending factors like what's going on in the person's life, for example, right? Is the person sick? Is the person quit their job? They moving? Is they getting divorced? They getting married? There's so many factors. So yeah, I mean the chance of people behaving similarly could be high, but I'm just saying that people can't tell you when you should send your stuff because it depends on your target demographics, what you're offering, so many factors. So anyway, we need to know your time zone because we need to know when you send it, right? So obviously there's a whole bunch of them. Pick the one that's relevant to you. I'm in Eastern, so I'm in Eastern time zone. Second one is the email. If you, this is pretty standard, pretty self-explanatory, but SMTP is how email gets sent and IMAP is how email gets read. So you need to get this information. If you are a small company, then you can probably ask your coworker and can get it relatively easy. If you're in a huge company, you might need to ask your system administrator for this stuff. If you use G Suite, it's a little more complex. So we have a separate video about that. And they add all those crazy security stuff. So I tell you how to get around that in that video. So I'll put a link to that video in the description. Otherwise, it's relatively common sense stuff. Like if you use Gmail, you can just click on this button and it will start populating different information. And it's same thing here. This is sort of it's a little more complex than I would like it to be, but so we have a separate video about that. But anyway, that's the email part. And also phone. We need your phone number if you do SMS and ringless voicemail because if they call you on that number, we need to forward that phone call, right? We also need, yeah, that's why we need that, okay? So this is pretty standard. We put your number, you send verification code, we verify that's your phone, then we send messages and, messages go to your inbox, your regular inbox, but your phone calls will get routed to this number. Okay, so that's the phone number. Also, virtual phone number. You need this if you do SMS and ringless voicemail marketing. So you need to obviously get a new number, and depends on your account. It should be in your pricing plan. It should be listed there, like what's required in terms of like purchasing and stuff like that. It probably should be included in your plan. Anyway, so that's the stuff that you need to get everything set up. The minimum, your email, because you're going to do email marketing. Of course, the phone number, virtual phone number if you're going to do SMS and ringless voicemail. And of course, your time zone. So those things are critical for you to do any marketing campaign. And if you're doing the builder stuff, obviously the cookie stuff, which is a separate video, I'll put a link to that as well. So you know exactly what you need to do to get everything up and running. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, make sure to leave it in the comment section below and I'll answer every one of them. And if you find any bugs, issues, make sure to reach out to me or we actually have, let me see if I can move my face. We can actually, okay, sorry. There's a chat, see that button there? So that's actually like a Facebook chat. So you can actually chat with me or whoever's monitoring it. So you can get questions right away, answered right away. So anyway, that's it, and thanks for watching.